Hi, welcome to It's Not About Food podcast. And we are still on our body love cards that Carol, Normandy, and I created many years ago. So today's card is Fullness. And the image is a goddess kind of set back from a table with food on the table. And her little spirit animal, deer, dog guy is laying on the floor next to her, like my dog does too. And she's sort of just satisfied. She's got her hands around her belly and she's sort of like, okay, I'm full. So the card reads, fullness is the bodily experience of having just enough to eat, not too much and not too little. When we slow down when we're eating, stay conscious and go within, listen to our own self, we can hear or feel this natural bodily sensation. Every person experiences fullness differently, and some of us have learned to ignore this signal. I was one of those people for a long time. So to experience fully, you may need to practice listening to your body, something I did not want to do. And in my own recovery, it seemed to me like I lived a lot of the time from the neck up. I thought about everything. I didn't experience everything. So I would think I was hungry, and I would think that this is what I should eat. And it was usually a diet of some sort that maybe I squished all together with, several diets that I had been on in my life, and I'd squish them all together. And then I would eat from that place. And fullness, or intuitive eating and fullness, is sort of like math. You have to have the first part of intuitive eating. You have to listen, am I hungry? And you have to feel what hunger feels like to you, and everybody is different. And then you have to, once you get that, I am hungry, your body will give you a signal of what it's hungry for. And so that's the second part of the intuitive eating process. But the third one, which is the one we're talking about today, is fullness or satisfaction. When we know that we got the right food, we were hungry, and now we're satisfied. Now the match happens. So if I'm hungry for an apple, but I make myself eat a piece of pie, that's not a match, and I might feel yucky. I might feel too full, but it won't be a match. So that's what I was looking for in my own recovery, was the match. I am now hungry. This is what my body wants. I am now full, and I can stop eating, and I'm satisfied, and I can sit back from the table and be happy with that. It was very hard to get into my body. I just did not like my body. I didn't like to be there. I kept thinking, there's just something other body that I can get at some time. I really didn't have this thought out clearly. I just really believed that I was someday going to get a body that I wanted, and it wouldn't look like the one that I had. Now I'm kind of okay with it. But going back to the card, so fullness. Today I will practice tuning into my body and listening to the subtle cues of fullness. When eating, I will ask myself, am I satisfied? Do I want more? And can I stop now? I will notice what fullness feels like in my body. And again, if you're suffering from an eating disorder, this may seem like I will never have a bodily sensation that I will be able to recognize or feel or even acknowledge or work with, because I didn't think I had them either. I felt like I was either always hungry or never hungry, always full or never full. I wanted everything in the whole world, but I hated all food, and I couldn't stand it. It was very hard to sort through this. But like the last line of this fullness card, to experience fullness, you may need to practice listening to your body. To me, that was a very big gift. I did not have that before, but it was very hard to get for myself. You have to believe that your body knows what it's doing, which I did not believe that. I thought my diet, Dr. So-and-so, knew what my body was doing, but I didn't believe my body did. But a baby knows when it needs to sleep, when it needs to eat, when it's full. It knows these things. It doesn't have to think about them. And we can trust this beautiful body of ours. This is our baby. It's like our precious dog or animal. It knows what it wants. It knows when it's full. You do not have to worry about what that's like for you. It is there. It's an inherent part of our physical body to know when we're full. So I would really support you in starting on a day that there's not a lot going on, and listen to your body when it says it's hungry. And then listen to your body when it says what it would like to eat. And then listen to your body when it says, I am now full. If you get those 3 things, you're really on the road to recovery. And even if you can't do it perfectly all the time, it's no problem. There's a long life that you can learn how to do this. You don't have to worry about it if you can't do it perfectly. In fact, this is your body you're talking about. It is not going to be perfect. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. Oh, that wasn't the right food. Oh, now I'm not full. I thought I was full, and now I'm not. Oh my God, I'm too full. That will happen 1,000,000 times. It's okay. Just keep coming back to your body. Am I full? Am I hungry? What does my body want? So thank you so much for listening. And again, the card is Fullness, which is a great feeling. I am now full. Full of love, full of expectations, full of success. Maybe not full of it. Thanks very much for listening. You can get my podcast on Patreon. Become a Patreon on Patreon. Become a member and support my podcast. Or Apple Play or SoundCloud.